Hello everyone, welcome back to Manufactoria 2022. This is my second recording session. All the stuff you've seen up to now, I did in a daze. The manic rush the day I tried it out. I had some time to think about sandwich police, and I thought I'd just load up to give you an update. I still have no fucking idea how to solve this one. So there you go. There's got to be somehow. You must start by putting a blue in between the two, like the left and the right bread, but figuring out the details of how to use that to actually tell what's going on, way too hard for me. So we're gonna move on to the hub. That's just my little update. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So we could optionally do forecaster, or we could just start working up this way. Let's have a look at forecaster, I guess. The future is full of uncertainty. Would it rain tomorrow? Would that burrito give me indigestion? It seems safest to have a super intelligent robot tell me the answer in advance. Okay, so if a red is followed by two blues, delete it. And if a blue is followed by two reds, delete it. Okay. It's not like the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's not hard. I think. They can overlap, yes, of course. Oh, so I guess we'll look at this. Yeah, so here we have a blue followed by two reds, so we removed the blue. And this red is followed by two blues, so we remove it as well. Got it. So I think that's fine. We just need something like, I don't know. Well, we need a fair number of states, I guess. That's why I've got all this room to work with. But I don't need to make that many transitions between the states, I think. So let's put this little starter dude in. And first off, obviously, we have to toss a green on there. I wish I could zoom in. It is hard to see this stuff I've written. Like, I have to put my face right next to the screen to tell that's green. Of course, at the moment, I know it's green, but in the future, I'll have some trouble, maybe. And then we enter a loop. And I believe we will never need to revisit the initial state, right? Because in the initial state, we haven't recently seen a red or a blue. And that never happens again. So we need a... Well... I guess we want a red, blue, green thing, where if it's green, we just immediately accept because there was nothing here. And then if it's blue, we kind of enter the state where the most recent one we saw was blue. And we'll have to remember what we've seen for a while. We'll have to like keep at least two recent things in mind. But one of them is being kept in mind just by being up here in the blue zone, and the red zone down here will have a similar question. I'm gonna turn down the music a bit as well, actually. Maybe turn the sound back up to account for that. Just like turn the global down. I was listening to some of the videos just to make sure it came out okay, and I found it a little bit hard to hear myself sometimes. Yeah. Okay. So we're up here in blue. And we do need a way down to reach red, but we can probably go through this area here, right? Because if the next thing we see is a red, for example, we'll know, oh, okay, I just saw one blue, and then I saw a red. So I don't do anything special. I just output the blue that I was keeping in mind, and then move into the red zone. So for example... we could have Something like this. I don't know if I'm going to need this space. We'll see. And if it's red, what we need to do is stamp the blue on that we were remembering, and then kind of go here. This probably needs to be a pipe, because I'll need to go the other direction when I'm coming in from red. If we just saw a blue and we now see... Oh, no, hang on, I'm doing this wrong. If I see a blue and then a red, I shouldn't go to the other zone yet, because I might still be looking at blue, red, red, which is one of the sequences I care about. So I don't know what to do yet in that case. So what I need to do instead is if I see a blue and then a blue, then I stamp that blue and go back. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. That's kind of funny. I can just, do that. If the most recent one I've seen is a blue, and then I see another blue, or the one that is kind of the start of my kind of potential sequence, right? If I'm at the start of this sequence, I've seen a blue, I'm remembering it, and then I see another blue. I know we weren't here, but we might be here. So I just take that blue and stamp it and go right back to the same state. That's kind of nice. Now, if I see a red, then I'm like here, and I might be writing the blue or the red back. I don't know. So I need a selector of some kind here. If what I get is a red, then I did indeed find blue, red, red. And I should stamp on just the red, not the blue, and only one of them, because the next thing I'm going to do is enter the red zone, right? So it looks something like this. And of course the routing could be better. I'll think about that later. But we go down here into the red zone. I actually should be using red, blue, green things, shouldn't I? Because at any point, if I see a green, I'll know immediately what to do, and I should consume that green at that time. So, sure. Okay. So if I've seen a blue and then a red, and what I next see is a green, then I need to output the blue and then the red and then accept. Like so. Or produce. If I've just seen a single blue, and I see a green, then I need to put that blue on, and then accept. And so this leaves only the question of what to do when I see a blue and then a red and then a blue. And what I need to do... It's so fucking hard to put stuff down here. Is get back to here. So I've seen a blue and a red that I was keeping in mind in case I... Oh no, wait a minute. I don't go back here, do I? Hang on, yeah. Because if I see blue, red, blue, then I know I'm not... the blue, the first of those blues should be rewritten back to the tape. But the red maybe should and maybe shouldn't be. I should skip all the way down into the section of the red zone where I've already seen a red and a blue. I see. I'm gonna have to make this a little bit more spacious so that I can, from the red zone, reach, like, this. I need both of these to be places where I could potentially enter from the red zone, right? So let's grab all this, scoot it over a bit. Oh my god, I'm completely lost now. I don't know what it looks like at all. It's so confusing. The point was we needed to be able to... Wait, something went wrong. There was another thing here. It got, like, deleted when I was getting confused by the copy-paste controls. So I did this. Okay. So I need a way into here, which is the state where I've already seen one blue and then one red. So, for example, we can, like... we can conclude with some certainty that we're going to want that. And I'm probably going to copy this even further right to make room for a lane that comes here and then down, so that I can enter the red zone's equivalent of this thing. Am I using this? I think I am, right? If I see a blue and then a red and then a red, I stamp out the red and move into the beginning of the red zone. Yes, this is still correct. Okay. So if I see blue, red, blue, then what is it that I do? I output the blue. And then I move into the red zone's equivalent of this node. Okay, so I kind of want to just copy the whole top half of this and mirror it. But it isn't going to be quite right. I think I also have to scoot over a bit further to make room for an equivalent of this route as well. Which is where well, no, I can route that over here, actually. Right, because this is the state I want to get to. I can go this way around. Okay, fine. So, I guess let's build out the red zone and then connect up to it afterward. I actually don't know that this needs to be... Here, let's get rid of this conveyor belt. Because it might want to be a scanner that goes this way directly. So what do we need? First, we need one of these. If I'm in the red zone, and I see another red, then I believe I just copy that, right? Same as we did for blue. If I'm in the red zone and I see a blue, then I have to get here. Let's scoot this stuff over a little. Because I kind of need this space to navigate, I think. So I'm red. I saw red and then green, which means I just need to re-output the red. And then accept. Wait, no, this is, sorry. That's what's going on here. But in this case, I saw red and then blue is what gets me here. Oh, I shouldn't be leaving yet. Red, blue is the thing I need to keep an eye on, right? So red, blue means I'm staying in the red zone and looking for a second red. Whereas if I find a green, I can just rewrite the red that I've been remembering and accept. Now I've seen a red and then a blue, and so I need one more look. If what I see next is a red, I'm gonna need to come up here. No, not here. Okay, what state is it that made me think I want to go this way? Ah, it was blue, red, red, where I write out just one of the reds and re-enter here, having already seen a single red. Yes, that makes sense. So in this state, that would correspond to red, blue, blue, is when I need to get back to here. So let's put that in, and I think we want that, but with a couple of stamps thrown in. So we have seen red, blue, blue, which means we are swallowing the red, stamping out the first blue, and then remembering the second by entering this state. Okay. Now, if I see a green here, I was remembering a red and a blue, so I must output the red and the blue. Like so. Finally, if I see red, blue, red, then I know that I need to output the red, because it wasn't part of one of these sequences, and then remember the blue-red. And that's what this state does, blue-red. So I think I wanted this. It doesn't look especially tidy. There's already a small micro-optimization to be made here. This blue stamp, I could just do this with to save me a row. Let's just run it and see what happens. Okay, something was wrong. Right, don't run it for me. You gave me blue, red, blue. So I ran that into the blue zone, and then I saw a red, and I saw a blue, right? Oh, whoops, I don't have anything here. Where was this supposed to go? Oh, down here, I think, right? It was supposed to get to this space. No, to this space. Well, that's quite a path to take. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just draw it and see what happens. See, blue, red, blue. I write out the blue. I remember red, blue, which puts me here. So this needs to be a pipe, and then we jump into this. And we have to write out a blue here. Alright, try it again. Okay, another problem. The same problem. Good, good to know. So we saw blue, red, blue. Oh, I already had written this. This was actually supposed to just be... There we go. I would say that was pretty successful, right? I just had one little problem where I forgot I'd left myself a loose end here that had to be cleaned up. I'm pretty happy with that. The forecasters listened to me, but wouldn't predict as much as the color of tomorrow's outfit. Evan told me I'd overtuned them. I'd programmed them to be 100% accurate, and the only way to guarantee that was to never reply. Well, that's fair. I'm not winning any medals for this one, I suspect. Yeah. How bad was it? Could have shaved off 4 scanners, huh? Interesting. Oof. Just awful on time because of routing, basically, I assume, right? No worries. Let's move on. Nap reminder? I'd been running around non-stop for the last few years, really, ever since the company had started getting really big. I didn't even have time to think about what I was doing. The only way I was going to get even a nap was if I made a real effort to remind myself, or if I built a robot to hunt me down and do the reminding for me. This is what we want, a robot chasing you around and browbeating you until you fall asleep. If there's at least one blue, then double all the reds. That's not too bad, I think. So we always produce, right? Yes, so the goal is to produce. Yeah, this is what I thought. Okay, that's fine. So put my start down here. And we're just going to do 2 passes over the input. I don't think there's anything more clever to do. Well, probably there is. So you assume that, like, if they're giving you random inputs, most of the time there's at least one blue. And so you could optimistically copy reds. And then if you find that there are no blues, go back and delete half of them. That actually might not be crazy. Because then you don't have to do 2 passes at all. It just sounds nice, right? It might even use fewer scanners than doing a double pass solution, and less time on average. Okay, I'll try it. So first, of course, we need to stamp on our green so we know when we're done. And then, probably I need a conveyor belt here before my first scanner, actually. Because my first scanner will have to write 2 reds on every time it sees a red. When it sees a blue, it's going to have to go to a different state where we know we found a duplicate. Or found a blue, rather. We know that we were correct to be duplicating all this time. If while we're still in this state we find a green, then we just have to remove half the reds, and we know there are only reds out there, right? So we see the green, we consume it. We sadly have to write another green, so this maybe not going to do so well on stampers, actually. Is it okay that I... Yeah, that should be fine. So stamp a green on and start scanning in type 3 mode, where I read a red to go this way. I think I need a little bit more space. Because after I read 2 reds, I stamp one of them back and then jump back into this state. Here, I accept if there were no reds left. Oh, shoot. I need to be careful because there are actual blues in this. I was thinking there were no blues. No. This is the case where there are no blues. I think I can make this a bit more efficient, actually. Because the main interesting part is going to be reading red stamp, right? So I can do this. And if I find a green here, that should be impossible, because I know there are an even number. So I can just not put anything there. Or here. These are all impossible. So first of all, let's test that that works. If I write only reds. I started with 4. I've written myself all the way up to 8. And then I go back down to 4. Great. So easy. I managed to do nothing, but it took a long time. Now, in this state, if I encounter a blue, then I know that all of this copying of reds I was doing was correct. And I can just move into a state where every time I see a red, I write it twice, every time I see a blue, I write it once, and then when I see a green, I quit. I guess I need a stamp first to put that blue back in. And then another scanner thingy. It probably needs to be moved up, right? So I can jump in here. Because if I see a red, I write it twice. If I see a blue, I write it once. And when I see a green, I accept. Okay, we can definitely do better on area, I think, by drawing this kind of sideways. Like that. So let's see what happens if I put a single blue here, right? That should be an interesting enough test. So I'm copying reds, I'm duplicating them. I read my first blue, I say, oh wow, blue, we did it, there really was a blue. So now I go into this copy mode where I copy reds. Yeah, okay, run all the tests, please. Cool. The hunt me down part of the Napreminder bot was surprisingly easy to implement. Evan had an algorithm ready. It had it had taken the initiative to build a human tracking system on its own, just in case one was needed, Evan said. I felt like I should be concerned, but I was too tired to think about it too hard. So first of all, there's an obvious improvement here, which is to just do that. So now our area is 36. And I think I should be able to shift all this up by one pretty easily. Cost me a little bit of time. So just run this so I get the area thing saved. And, okay. So this is one we just did. Two fewer scanners and stampers to metal. A lot less time. And I should be able to shave down the area by, like, down to 30. 24 is a little trickier. I would need to get rid of this, right? So basically, like, I just take that. That doesn't quite work. I thought I could just scoot this up, but there's not actually room to route it, I don't think. Well, for starters, I could put the green arrow here and go down instead. But I can't shift this whole thing up and then put the green arrow here, because in that case it's getting... the red loop is writing green as well. I could have done this with fewer scanners, I assume, if... I hadn't done the, like, optimistic copying. Maybe not. I mean, I wouldn't need the uncopy, I guess. That would help a lot. Well, this is kind of annoying, because I had hoped that doing it this way would save me some time. That most of the inputs would contain at least one blue. I don't actually know if that's true, but you'd think I would have done quite well on time, and it seems like I didn't, right? My time was worse than these so-and-sos. Maybe there are a lot of inputs with no blues in the test run. So if I say run, and I close, I can, like, the next... Isn't there a way to look at, like, the next machine? Oh, show slowest. Well, I know what that is. Oh, is it? It's not average time, is it, that you get measured on? It's maximum time. Okay, right. So that's why I'm so slow. I thought it might help me do well on, like, area and scanners, but I think actually on reflection it doesn't. Okay, well, we can kind of have that idea to work on some other day, perhaps. I'm not going to do it now. You know, it's been half an hour. Let's just end this video. We did 2 more puzzles, right? Forecaster and Napreminder. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.